Hello everybody and welcome to another DayZ and Chill tutorial. Today's tutorial is going to be an update to a previous tutorial on fonts. I'm going to teach you all how to import them so that you no longer need to have 20 of the same font, as well as this will allow you to use some more features with your fonts that you may not have known you had access to previously. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to start off with font. Now I've got a couple on my desktop here sitting next to the coast of Cherno and Electro. So you can't just drag and drop them into this on Workbench, right? It's just not going to work. So the best way we can do this is just go into, I'm using Colorful UI as an example, so we're just going to go into the folder where I store my fonts, and I'm going to drag these two fonts in here. I'm going to use both of these to show you what can be good and what can be bad, what can go right and what can go wrong. So let's do the one that goes right first, okay? So the first thing you need to do is, now that we've dragged those into our folder, we can refresh our fonts folder and we'll see our open type fonts here. Now you can use true type fonts. I don't think it really matters. But open type fonts seem to work great for me. I downloaded these off of dafont.com. So you can see here, they look pretty nice, right? And they're going to look pretty decent. This one's more cartoony, and this one looks more a little bit business professional. But what we're going to do is we're just going to do just like the original tutorial. We're going to go through and just click every language, and you can see it just automatically grabs what it needs. Now, sometimes you can go through and, like, I just do this anyways a lot of the time, but you don't have to. You can just select the text, or you can select everything just by clicking and holding your mouse button and selecting it all. And there we go. Oops. And that makes me happy. There we go. Everything's selected. Just hit generate bitmap. Notice up in the top right, I have distance field selected, not bitmap. Now you'll see the whole thing here instead of a bunch of them like before. Just hit save, and like previously, you'll go to your folder where you store your fonts for your mod, and then we're going to call this one JTG, right? That's the name of the font. So we'll just hit save. The font has successfully saved. So we're going to go over here and hit refresh, and boom, you can see that it's added the EDS file. It's got the font file, and there's a target file. Now, you probably delete the target file because both Makiros and Add-on Builder tend to hate TGA files, so just delete that when you're done and it should pack. Add-on Builder doesn't always have a problem with it, but I know Makiros doesn't like them, so you can go ahead and delete that after you've imported it. So now you've got your whole font imported, and you can use it. And so to test this, we're going to just use the hints layout because it's got the first text you really see in the game. So we're going to go to this loadout page. I'm going to double click on it to open it in VS Studio. And I'm already here because I kind of had it open and ready. But we're just going to see the font and where it's located, and we're just going to call this JTD. Is that what I called it? JTG. And save it. Make sure you save it. And then we're just going to go ahead and build it up. It's built. I'm going to run it, and it should be there. Boom. See? It looks great. Now, what can we do with this font? A lot of new things. Let's go ahead and close that. And let's select it. Now, if we click, there we go. You got to click out of the layout and back into it. It should load it right up, right? So now that you've got this font, in here, you'll have some more things. You can add outlines and shadow colors, italicize your text, make it bolder. Lots of little things, edit the sharpness. One of the key features, though, is the text size. Instead of having all those different bitmaps, you can just type in your text size that you want to use, and if it's supported, excuse me, it will use it. So there you go. That's how you import those fonts. Now, one thing to check before I leave you guys is, let's show you what it looks like with a bad font. Now, this font has an issue with R, and you can't really tell here, but I will show you what it does. Let's go ahead and just select all of them. Okay, I'm not going to select everything, but you can see it'll still work. Hit save. We're in the right folder, and we're just going to call this Prolinium, or Prolium, or however you say this font. And go again and hit refresh. But you see how quick and easy that is. It's so much faster now. So you can see here that this font, and this is how you test. You're going to have to come and look. You might see these little things here pop up, but you might get little stuff like this. These don't really matter as much. But when this happens, it's you're going to see it in the game. This stuff you're 99% of the time not going to see in the game. So let's go ahead and go back to this and call this, how do we spell this? Let's make sure I'm spelling it right first. I'll just copy and paste the name in there. There we go. Make sure it's saving, build, and run. And there you go. But you can see that these artifacts are showing up. So depending on where you download your font and who's created the font and how well they've created it, you can get some really nice ones, or you can get some jack ones like this. It just happens. Play around with them. Figure out what works best for your UIs, your designs, and have fun. Create new stuff, guys. Just keep creating out there. And I guess I will talk to you again. You guys have a good one, and thanks for watching. Bye.